There will be a time. Oh, 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 oh. There will be a time. Oh, 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 oh. There will be a time.
Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Getting Well with Terry and Friends, free NHL picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down the Wednesday slate. Only 4 games on the slate today, but some good spots nonetheless. We'll briefly go into the chat here. Remember, it doesn't matter if people are against you as long as you're happy with your plays and they end up cashing in the end. Yes, yesterday was a good day. We'll get to here shortly. Amen. Ice. I should have followed the money in my instincts. San Jose plus 245 hit. Yeah, big win for the Sharks. That was hilarious as hell. The Isles were up 2, and that's it. Go back and see. Yeah, blown leads yesterday. Too bad Ottawa couldn't have blown their lead. That would have been nice. But Columbus and Islanders both like to blow leads. Stayed away from Rangers money line, and it was a good stay away for you in that one. Detroit hit. Yes, we'll get to that shortly and discuss that. Hughes Day, Hughes Bowl over 7. Yeah, what a great play there. Asking how Isaacs did. The Sharks scored more goals than the Sabres last night. So Sharks are better than Sabres. Hello. I don't know if I'd go that far, but we'll talk about it soon. Edmonton, Carolina, both teams to score first period plus 125. Interesting. Kucherov over 4.5 shots on goal plus 100. Spoiler alert, I'm on that play and I'm giving it out in the show. So we'll get to that shortly. Who's your starting 6 current players? I'm not sure. Not sure exactly what you're asking. Hi, Terry. Hockey is stupid. Poor Tim. For everyone that doesn't know, Tim cheers for the Buffalo Sabres and the New York Jets, the 2 teams that are tied for the longest playoff droughts in professional sports. So poor Tim. And it looks, the way things are going, it looks like both are going to continue. Too bad Detroit. No. Thanks, Detroit. Go Wild. Yes. It's a bad night when my only win was the Wild. Well, you should be betting on the Wild more often. LOL. Why do you bully me? Hey, Tim. Hey. It's not bullying. Just speaking the truth. But take a quick look at what happened yesterday in the NHL. Rangers, Ottawa, Senators. This was the one rough game of the night overall. Good teams are going to have rough nights. The Senators were ready to play from the drop of the puck, and the Rangers weren't. They tried to come back here and there, but Ottawa was determined to get the win here, and a nice win for them. Overall 6-2 dominant win over the Rangers. LA Kings, Columbus Blue Jackets. I did mention on yesterday's show that the last 3 meetings in Columbus have all gone to overtime. Of course, I didn't pull the trigger on the draw in this game. I went with the same game parlay. And unfortunately, when LA had their furious comeback, Byfield and Kopitar were not involved. And then in overtime, when the Kings won, Kopitar was involved, but Byfield was not. So close in the same game parlay, but close is not good enough. It's still a loser overall. Red Wings money line minus 120 was obviously a winner. The Red Wings took care of business in this one. Buffalo Sabres, and I mentioned it on someone's tweet on Twitter. Is it time for them to have a coaching change? Because we've sure seen what's happened with Minnesota, who is a team that was expected to be much better than they were to start the season. Was having a rough go, and then the coaching change really helped. Buffalo expected to be much better than they have so far this season. Do the Sabres consider a goaltending? Do the Sabres? Well, they should consider goaltending, but do they consider a coaching change? That will be something to look forward here or look at going forward. 5-3 win for the Wings. Completely passed this game. Had no interest in it whatsoever. And of course, overtime game with the Sharks winning 5-4. in this one. Nashville Predators, Chicago Blackhawks. Nashville wins 4-3 in the shootout. And yeah, they continue their winning ways against the Blackhawks. Minnesota Wild, Calgary Flames. Minnesota Wild money line, Marco Rossi point, winner, winner. And I'm going to sound like a broken record over the next how many shows. Spoiler alert, Minnesota plays tomorrow in Vancouver, and you can probably guess what I'm going to be on for both plays. Looking at tomorrow's slate, a lot of teams have dominant histories against their opponents. One of them being Minnesota has dominated Vancouver for a long time. So we'll, of course, get to that game tomorrow. But Marco Rossi continues to cash. Should not be plus money to get a top line center to get a point, especially on a team that is so red hot. I don't know where to start with the Wild. From top to bottom, they just look like a completely different team since the coaching change. And I'm sure glad I didn't. I was planning on doing a video being like, what the hell is going on? Why would you hire John Hines? And I'm so glad that I waited because I would have looked like an idiot. So I'm glad that I waited and did not do that. But over 6.5 in Ducks in Colorado. Unfortunately, a 3-2 Avalanche win. Both teams had over 30 shots, but it just wasn't a high scoring game. Unfortunately, that's going to happen sometimes. I need to stay away from totals because I'm such a better I'm so much better at sides than totals. So note to self, stay away from totals. And the final game of the night, New Jersey Devils, Vancouver Canucks. Devils money line. They were 14-1 in their last 15 games against Vancouver heading into this game. They're now 15-1 and continue their domination over the Vancouver Canucks. And all three Hughes brothers got a point. So that was a winner here. This one, if you weren't able to do the same game parlay, I really should have mentioned it. You should have took Luke Hughes to get a point. He was plus 125 to get a point. And when I do same game parlays in the future, I'll try to give people suggestions on if you can't bet the same game parlay on how you can still somewhat cash on it. But overall, pretty good night overall. Dun, 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 dun. Great to see your Wild on the up and up. Yes, they're just hot, completely red hot. I passed on the entire NHL card today. Lean, Edmonton, Pittsburgh, but stayed off. All right. I did not pass. I have a play in every game. Quick is now their number one, which sounds so weird to see. It sounds weird to say. But I don't know if we're at that stage yet, but we'll get there. You're on Vegas minus 1.5 and Florida minus 1.5. All right. All right. You just need to find when to back Shesh and when to fade him. All right. We know we don't need a coaching change, just need a goalie and then Tuck and Quinn to come back. Tim, listen to what one of your young players, Dylan Cousins, listen to what he said in a post-game interview that I saw. Completely calling out the Sabres. The whole team is, or not the whole team is soft, but he says they're soft and they are easy to play against. And adding in a goalie and adding Tuck and Quinn back aren't going to help with that. So there's a lot more than just a goalie that the Sabres need. Dahlin is injured. Yes, I don't know why he played yesterday. They were said he was banged up, and now he's even more banged up. So there you go. Minnesota's so hot right now. Yes, I hope they keep it going. Keep it going. He'll bounce back. Just kidding. Losses to Buffalo and Ottawa with him in goal. Yeah. It's funny though. Overs have been all over the place. Yeah, I gotta stay away from over. I'm so good with sides, but totals just I don't know. I had Minnesota Avalanche and Devils in a parlay last night. Thanks for the picks, Terry. No problem. No problem. Hughes Bros, that was a fun parlay. Yeah. The total was a 7. And I was leaning when it was over 6.5, and I should have took the 7 because it was just destined to be a high scoring game. But we will jump into today's slate, and we will start here with the first game of the night, which is between the Pittsburgh Penguins and Tampa Bay Lightning. Pittsburgh plus 110 to plus 118. Tampa Bay minus 125 to minus 135. 6.5s right across the board in this one. Pittsburgh 2-2-3 in their last 7. They've gone under 5.5 in 6 of their last 8 games. Playing lower scoring hockey, getting to overtime quite a bit, but not really racking up the wins. Tampa Bay 1-4 in their last 5. Was playing pretty awful hockey before their last win against the Stars, which was Victor Hedman's 1,000th game. The team all rallied around that and played well. Do they repeat that here in this game? That is my question and my thought process. Pittsburgh have won the last 5 meetings between the teams, and they've won the last 4 meetings in Tampa Bay. So they've had success in Tampa Bay. When it comes to side or total, I'm passing on this one. But as mentioned earlier, Tommy mentioned here, Kucherov over 4.5 shots on goal, plus 100. You can find it anywhere from minus 120 to plus 105. I would play it wherever you have access to it. And you might be thinking, whoa, 4.5 shots, 5 shots, that's a lot. A lot. But when you look at Kucherov, he has an assist in 10 straight games, 13 of his last 15, 4 more shots in 16 of his last 17 games, and 5 or more shots in 13 of his last 17. His last 5 games, he has just been racking up the shots on goal. So the one player you can count on for Tampa Bay. Looking at Pittsburgh player props, there's only one player I could bet, and that would be Gensel to get a point. Obviously, you'd have to parlay that with something else. A point in 14 of his last 15 games for the Penguins. So on both teams, Gensel, Kucherov, they're both really showing up for both teams lately. Lightning minus 1.5. They should, but I just don't know if I can trust them. I don't know, based on what I've seen. Tampa Bay money line, Bolts to score first, minus 137. Interesting. I don't think Pittsburgh can pull this one out. They shouldn't. Overtime game? Question mark. That's very interesting. The way Pittsburgh's playing right now, I could definitely see it going to overtime. I don't know what to get, or I don't know what to make of Tampa Bay in this game. I just don't know what to make of them, but I can trust Kucherov. Kucherov is the person I know what to expect. Otherwise, I have no idea what to expect on the Lightning heading into this game. I know the Pens have a current win streak against the Bolts. Yep, 5 in a row. Stamkos plus 160 goal, one of the best goal scorers in history. All right. And Carlson plus 350 for a goal. Big plus price there. Pittsburgh, Dallas, Vegas, and the Canes money line parlay. What do y'all think? I won't spoil it. We'll get to the games here coming up, but not too bad. Overtime games were taken care of yesterday, so no overtime for tonight. Hopefully, we'll see. Tampa Bay weak defensively, but a different team with a strong Vasi in net. Pittsburgh power play struggling. Ride Kucherov until he has a weekend drinking with the Russians. There you go. And Tampa Bay does play tomorrow. So few teams here on back-to-backs, which reminds me, who is in net? We should definitely get to that because I always forget. Tristan Jarry in net for Pittsburgh, which shouldn't surprise anybody. And it does seem like Vasilevsky will be starting tonight in this game. Obviously, his last game was his best start of the season so far. 2-3, 3.02 goals against average, 887 save percentage for Vasilevsky. We will move on to the second game here, which is between which is between the Dallas Stars and the Florida Panthers. In this one, Dallas plus 100 to plus 105. Florida minus 114 and minus 125. Sixes and 6.5s available in this one. Dallas 2-2-2 in their last six. Overall, coming off that disappointing 4-0 loss to the Lightning in their last game. Florida 2-3-1 in their last six. They've lost 3 straight games at home, which they had a very. There was 7-1 to start the season at home. Now 7-4. Dallas 4-1-2 in the last 7 meetings between the teams. 4 of the last 5 have gone over 7.5. So we have seen some very high scoring games recently between these two teams when they've played each other. And the way I look at this game, you're giving me the better team here at plus money on the road. I locked in Stars money line. I got it for plus 110, now plus 105. And I like this spot for the Stars. Ottinger will be a net today, confirmed 10-5-2, 2.53 goals against average, 9.15 save percentage. Bobrovsky 11-6-1, 2.41 goals against average, 9.12 save percentage. Both goalies playing pretty well for both teams, but I just have this Dallas Stars team being better. They're just better in offense, defense. They're just the better team. So I'll take them here on the road at plus money. Looking at player props in this one, of course, both players went cold in their last game, obviously with Tampa Bay shutting the Stars out. But previous to that, Pavelski and Robertson points in 9 of his last 10 for Pavelski, 8 of his last 10 for Robertson. I look for both guys to get back on the score sheet here with getting shut out in the last game, and with these games usually being high scoring between these two teams. I'll look for Stars here in this one. Stars money line. Yep. P's money line. Fuck the Stars. Reinhardt plus 179. Goal. Stars first line plus 212. All to get a point. Interesting. Bankroll Spence. Welcome on in. Stars first period and Stars to score first. Minus 110. I like it. Panthers to score first. Minus 132. Ooh. That's not the best price there. What's up, Terry? What's up, Kev? How's it going? Let's go Stars money line. Yes, let's go Stars money line. And looking at tomorrow's game, Dallas does play tomorrow. Obviously, Wedgwood should be in net, but that likely won't stop me from looking at the Stars tomorrow as well. They are. Let me get it up here. 11-1 in their last 12 games in Washington. So, like I said, tomorrow's games, there's a lot of strong past history stats, and Dallas likes to go to Washington for whatever reason. So, we'll see how this game goes tonight. Going on along to the third game of the night, which is between the Vegas Golden Knights and St. Louis Blues. Vegas minus 154 to minus 165. St. Louis plus 135 to plus 145. Sixes right across the board. I do see 5.5 at FanDuel in this game. Obviously, these two teams just faced each other with St. Louis winning 2-1 in overtime. Vegas 2-1-3 in their last 6 games. They've gone under 5.5 in 7 of their last 8. So this Vegas Golden Knights team has been a low-scoring team. 4 of their last 7 games have gone to overtime. St. Louis 3-3 in their last 6. They've gone under 5.5 in 3 of their last 4. And I just said not too long ago on the show that I'm much better at sides than I am totals. And while I am tempted to take the under here, the fact that we just saw a 2-1 game between these two teams has me feeling like we could see some more goals in this game. So I'm going to stay away from the under, even though that's where I lean. But I will take Mr. Eichel. Jack Eichel, anytime goal, plus 145. He has a goal in 3 straight games for the Vegas Golden Knights. By far their best player so far this year, racking up the shots on goal, 7 shots on goal against the Blues. He did find a goal in his last game. I'll take him here to find the back of the net here in St. Louis. If Kemper starts tomorrow, hammer Dallas first Washington. Yeah, he's just looked awful. He's looked awful. Blues money line, potentially. Just coming off that, they just beat Vegas, and now Vegas gets the opportunity to face them again. And we saw what happened when Dallas and Tampa Bay, obviously a different situation, but my gut tells me Vegas bounces back in this one. Robert really thinks Vegas bounces back, thinks they cover the puck line here, 3-unit play. There you go. Going big on Vegas puck line. Vegas first goal, -152. All right. This should be a bounce back to return the favor for Golden Knights. Yes, it should. Just out of my price range, I would have to go with Vegas in regulation, which I don't want to do whatsoever because they've been such a overtime team lately. So that's what keeps me off the side. Could parlay Vegas money line with something. If you really wanted to back Vegas, that's what I'd have to do here. Tommy says Vegas team total over 3. Vegas doesn't lose another game. Dominated play in the previous matchup. Barbashev and Pietrangelo versus former team will not lose the rubber match. Interesting. I like it. Sleepy Knights, though. Yeah, we'll see. I expect better for them in this game. And another team that I expect better from, we have the Carolina Hurricanes and the Edmonton Oilers. Carolina, -105 to +105. Edmonton, -110 to -130. 6.5s and 7s available in this game. Going back to the last game, Jordan Bennington confirmed. Nobody confirmed for Vegas, but Aiden Hill was injured or sick, so I do expect Logan Thompson. In this game here, Skinner, Ranta, nobody's confirmed. Carolina does play tomorrow, so that's something to keep in mind of when it comes to who will be in net for this game. And Carolina completely outplayed Winnipeg in their last game. They just couldn't find a way to beat Laurent Brossoit. Now they face this Edmonton team. Carolina 5-2-1 in their last 8. They've gone under 5.5 in 3 of their last 5. Edmonton 4-3 in their last 7 on a 4-game winning streak. They've gone over 6.5 in 6 of their last 8. Carolina 7-1-1 in the last 9 meetings between the teams. They've covered the puck line against Edmonton in 6 of their last 7 wins against the Oilers. So big dominating wins when they have won. 8 of the last 11 meetings have gone over 6.5 between the two teams. Based on what we've seen from Carolina in their last game, I think we get a great performance from Carolina here. I think they find it a lot easier, to find the back of the net against Skinner or Campbell if he gets called up and put in for this game. I see Carolina getting goals here. Give me Carolina money line +105, and going right back to Svechnikov to get an assist, +155 here in this one. You're giving me +155 against the Oilers. I have to go with it. I think, like I said, I think Carolina finds it much easier to find the back of the net in this game. And yes, as I mentioned, Edmonton is on a 4-game winning streak. However, the worst thing that could happen to you when you're on a winning streak is to have a whole bunch of days off. And that's exactly what's happened for the Edmonton Oilers. Last playing on November 30th, now December 6th. They've had quite a few days off since their last win. Carolina, I think you could look at them early on. I think they come here ready to play, take care of business in this one. The Blues look awful. I guess so. Oilers -1.5. As always, me and IceX disagree, but it is what it is. Marchessault got to score 1 goal away from 200. Interesting. We'll see if he does. Canes, Canes, Canes. I think so, Owen. I really do. I really do. Canes minus 1.5, plus 200. Not a bad look. Like I said, when they beat in Edmonton, they've taken care of business, and I expect a good game from them today. Svechnikov goal, plus 225. I'm hoping he passes it to somebody, but hey, as long as he gets an assist, he can score as many goals as he wants. Svech, love it. Yes, I think we have a good game from him. Hat trick plus 6,400. Wow, there you go. There you go. Louder the Bruins tomorrow? Question mark. Um, oh yeah, I guess I'll mention it. Boston, 21-1 in the last 22 meetings against Buffalo, and they've covered the puck line in 11 of their last 12 wins against Buffalo. Yes, ladder the Bruins. Bruins puck line is a play for me tomorrow. Um, just with that, plus with how Buffalo is playing, and now to hear that what's going on with Darlene, yeah, give me the Bruins minus 1.5 tomorrow. Currently around plus 110. I don't think it'll be that price tomorrow. So take that quicker rather than later. Carolina Edmonton over 6.5. Definitely in play at minus 130. Yeah, I could see that. Ronta in net. Nobody confirmed. Nobody confirmed when it comes to goaltending for either teams in this game. I hope not. With Ronta being in net. Yeah, but I don't. Both goals. Whoever plays in net for Carolina is better than whoever plays for Edmonton. I think that's fair to say. Maybe not a whole lot better, but both teams have struggled when it comes to goaltending. So we should see goals on both sides here. And yeah, no other player props for me in this game. I'll be honest, I didn't really look at Edmonton. Of course, you're going to get extremely high prices on Draisaitl, McDavid, and then yeah. But that's today's show. Thanks everyone for watching. Smaller show, only 4 games. A lot more games tomorrow. As I said, we have a lot of teams that have dominated their opponents on tomorrow's slate. Good slate to go over. So hit the like and subscribe button. Tune into tomorrow's show, same time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on tomorrow's show. Best of luck.